What's up, guys? I finally decided to do a video of me baking because people were asking. I got the shit to do it. Oh my gosh, what could this be? Snickerdoodle cookies, okay? I put chicken in my air fryer before this, so I'm gonna have to wait approximately like 5 minutes before I can start. I watched the video on it. I have the directions on my phone. Oh, scrolling reels. So I'm gonna be following this shit right here, and we're gonna Preppy Kitchen by John Cannell, updated September 18th, 2024. So I'm gonna be following this. Hopefully it's not too bad. Last time I made cookies, I fucked up bad. Hopefully not too bad this time. I'm gonna try not to overeat. I've been really munching on some fucking Jolly Ranchers recently. 45 calories per two. These things are so small. You know what I mean? Today, 2 bowls of cereal and a fuck ton of keto bread and yogurt. Chicken once I'm done, but I'm not hungry right now. I don't know why I cooked it. We'll get to the baking in about 4 minutes now because I've been yapping. I was kind of putting off this video for a while because I didn't want to eat all this stuff. I'm currently 5 weeks out, just about 5 weeks. Let's get some posing in real quick. Okay, abs are still there. I ate a fuck ton last night. I ate so much, no idea what got over me. I was just absolutely starving for everything. So locked back in today. We're just gonna call that a high carb day. That's all I can say. I have a ton of caffeine. We have Rise Cotton Candy right here. And then I'm gonna put y'all on Great Value Energy, 120 milligrams of caffeine per serving. And there are these little drink mix packets, so good. And then the no caffeine ones, melon. This flavor is goated. If y'all haven't tried it, try it. The one thing that's getting me sweet stuff through this cut, besides obviously fucking literal sweets, but these have horrible macros, and I am not the type of person to make protein-friendly desserts. If I'm gonna have a dessert, it's gonna be what I want. Oh, ding! This is the recipe real quick. So we got cup of butter, unsalted, 2 eggs, salt, vanilla, baking soda, flour, cream of tartar, cinnamon, and sugar. First thing, whisk together all-purpose flour. Okay, this just doesn't even fucking tell me the measurements on this. Okay, 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Damn, that's a lot. Holy shit. I wonder if this is the one that is in the video or if this is just someone yapping. All right, 2. All right, that's close enough to 2 for me. So 2 and then 3/4. You know, I get a lot of people asking me, you know, like, how do I, you know, pick so many hobbies up? And like, what do I do to even choose half of them? I think the best way to put it is it's not difficult at all to pick up so many hobbies. It honestly is harder to just, you know, push yourself to do them, especially at first, right? Because, you know, nothing is difficult to do. It's just about how much you want to do it and what you're willing to put in to do it. Yesterday, I built a shelf, you know? Like, I have no experience doing that. I just fucking went for it. If you really want to do something, you just gotta trust in your ability to do it. You know, you can't really sell yourself short on that type of stuff. You know, same for making content, you know? A lot of people ask me, like, oh, like, how do I get started making content, you know, whatever. It's like, man, you just gotta fucking go for it. Like, as long as you're original and, you know, as long as your ideas are something unique, it really doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, someone is going to resonate with what you're doing eventually. If you just keep going for it, it's a matter of time. I don't think there's anything that won't work out for people. I just think they don't really try enough to see if it actually would work out. So now I'm mixing all of my dry ingredients. You know, doing this prep has been really good for me. Posting on social media has also been really good for me. You know, it's taught me a lot. It's gotten me out of my comfort zone a lot, and I kind of have a reason to do a lot more stuff now than I would have previously. All right, so now it says to soften up the butter. This butter feels pretty soft to me. As long as you go for stuff, right? There's the worst that can happen is you failing, but I think it's much better to fail than it is to not do it at all. Because, you know, if you don't do it and then you have no reference of what you could have done, you're always going to regret it. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that. You never have someone regret following their dreams. You have people that regret not following them all the time. You know, you're never going to hear someone say like, man, I wish I didn't follow whatever the fuck I wanted to do. It's like, you know, I think that's I forgot to fucking, you know, that's a good way to look at it, right? Like, if you're okay with failing, I don't think there's a lot that you can't do. Just saying this from a personal level. You know, obviously I'm going into this show hoping that that I end up winning, but you know, if I don't, it's, you know, I brought my best, I tried my best. That's all I can really ask for. And I think that's the outlook you have to have on a lot of this stuff is, as long as you try, I feel like that's good enough, because a lot of people don't even get the chance to say that they did try. So, you know, the more you can do, the better, right? I think that a lot of people end up missing out on life because they're too lazy to end up doing something that could be good for them. You know, I don't go into a lot of my hobbies assuming that I'm gonna love them. Even though I do a lot of the time, I just go into them like, you know, this looks cool. I might like this. I might as well try it. You know, obviously, for me, baking has been a huge part of my life for such a long time. It's just something my family did growing up, and I always kind of stayed with it. I never really stopped baking, but now, you know, I have a lot more of a passion for it. I have a lot more that I actually enjoy doing with it. There's a lot of stuff with people like that. They'll never know that they enjoy something until you try it once. And if you never try it, how are you going to know you enjoy it? I didn't add sugar in yet either, but I'm just going to take a guess that this is how our butter is supposed to look. If you disagree with me, I agree with myself, so that's all that matters. It's not about being perfect, it's about being good enough. And, I'm only 19, you know, I still got a lot of life to live. But if I can at least say that I've done a lot of the stuff I wanted to now, you know, that narrows it down for when I get older. You know, I can say that I did a lot of stuff, and you know, be happy with that. I think a lot of people in this generation especially are going to end up to where, you know, they don't have that option, right? You spend so much time inside and time not doing the stuff you enjoy. You know, you really have to push yourself to do the stuff that you really like, and in a world where, you know, everything is really given to you, that's like 2 tablespoons. You know, we're in a world where everything is given to you so easily, it makes it so easy to not want to do anything. You know, I never started content with the intent to necessarily get popular. I enjoyed creating, right? And it just so happened that you know, there's a platform for that. It's something that, you know, people want to see. We have our sugar right here. I think this is supposed to go in with the butter, but I will just choose to mix it in with the flour first. But, you know, it's nice, you know, being able to, it's really nice being able to just create and, you know, showcase what I enjoy doing for people. And, you know, I'm very thankful for it. I think a lot of content creators don't understand, you know, where they would be without social media. and they end up taking a lot of it for granted. But I just, I don't see that. I don't see myself changing in any aspects, because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just some random dude yapping, right? I'm just, I'm putting out what I enjoy. I just got very lucky that other people enjoy what I'm putting out as well. I'm super thankful for it. I'm super thankful for everything that I've been able to do. And, I can only hope to keep creating before I run out of ideas eventually, but I don't see myself running out of ideas anytime soon, because I've kind of created such a platform to where, I can kind of do whatever. I can do whatever I want to do, and I can post about it. I never, limited myself just to my physique or any of that. So I got really lucky in that aspect. All right, so now we have our cookies being dough'd up, straight up doughing. I obviously still have a job. I've chosen to not take a lot of sponsorships because, I don't really like the way a lot of these companies end up operating themselves. I want to promote something that I actually enjoy or that I'd actually use. A lot of the companies that end up DMing me or reaching out to me just don't give that to me, And I'm not gonna bitch and complain about it, obviously. I could care less. I don't need the money. I'm enjoying myself as is. But I think if the opportunity came about where, a company I actually genuinely enjoyed reaches out to me, I would 100% jump on the offer. But I don't think my point has ever been to make social media my only form of income. Little lore drop, but I've actually finished my second year. Have a little bit of cookie dough. I fully finished 2 years of college and high school, and now I've just been going to get my degree in pre-physical therapy. So, even if content creation doesn't become a job for me, which I really don't expect it to be, I don't think you can expect it to be. I think it's very optimistic for most people. This looks so good. Hold up. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna taste it real quick. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna rate that already before we put it into balls. But back to what I was saying, I think the people who end up not doing well as content creators are the ones that solely want to make it a job. If your main goal is to output something for people to enjoy, or to bring something to the table, I think that's where you end up seeing people actually do well, and rather than just being in it for the money or like the fame, all that. I think that's where the disconnect is with a lot of people. It's now calling for the cinnamon sugar coating, but I believe that's at the end. Let's watch the video real quick. No, so it's rolled in as we do it. So it is oh my gosh, this shit is so good. It is 1/3 cup of sugar, which I just put away, and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So we added 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of cream of tartar, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, a cup of butter, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, and then this is a 1/3 cup of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. And this will just be coating our balls. Less than that. Just gonna roll this shit up. Look at that, it's a ball. Dip it in here. Yum, yum. Okay. Corner cookie. Yeah, this is actually a lot. This is a whole lot of cookie dough. I absolutely love making cookies. It is probably Okay, I really love baking everything, but cookies are very much up there because the cookie dough, oh my gosh, you can see my abs, holy shit. Anyways, cookie dough, top 3 inventions of all time. If someone says they don't like cookie dough, I don't trust them. Okay. I'm gonna do some licking of this before I continue. Also, just for reference, I'm not gonna wash my hands because I'm the only one eating this, so it's gonna be baked too. So why would I need to wash them? Just kidding, my hands are washed. Reference, I work with raw meat a lot of the time for my job. And gosh, I easily wash my hands like 50 times a day when I'm over there. It is a lot of, you know, making sure you're up to the health code standards. Just to give a little backstory, so my very first job was at a Chick-fil-A. So I worked in Chick-fil-A as a back of house, like cook, not like cook, but you know, I fucking worked in the back of house and I'd do all that. And I got promoted to team lead like 6 months working there. I was 17-year-old team lead. And that was around when I started getting into the gym. So this was, about 2.5 years ago now. By the end, by the way. So I started working when I turned 17 and I could drive. A little bit after I turned 17, I should say. And you know, I worked there for a long time. Wasn't too happy with management, as no one is. And then I got a job at a grocery store. And I was a cashier for a long time. Or I was a bagger. I started off as a bagger. Then I was a cashier. And then I worked produce. And then I've been working in the meat department quite a bit. And it's kind of fun. You know, I don't want to work minimum wage for the rest of my life. But right now it's not too bad. You know, there's nothing wrong with working minimum wage as long as you're not doing it forever, right? You know, you gotta have some aspirations in your life to where you want to do more. And I think that's what separates a lot of people is those aspirations when they're, you know, when they're young. Back to what I was talking about, I kind of forgot. So I'm doing pre-physical therapy, and that's technically my degree. Whether I, you know, end up going for that or what, no idea. But we will see, you know. Little environment change for a second. My camera overheated mid-recording, so I think it's good now. We're gonna go back outside and see, hopefully. Nope, we're gonna sit right here. I gotta wait for the oven to heat up anyways. Oh, so y'all are gonna see me sit here. You know, I've been baking for a long time. I baked for, I mean, God knows how long. And I bake a lot of banana bread, bake a lot of pies, cookies. Don't really branch out, but next project, apple pie. I've already landed on it. I already know what I want to do. It seems fucking awesome. I used to make lemon pies. Anyways, kind of looking jacked right now. Looks like nope. Camera's at internal temp. Still bad. So I'll be back when I go to put those cookies in the oven. All right, so cookies are in fact made. I put a little frickin'. Okay, they're going in the oven. Anyways, it said, I believe, 8 to 10 minutes. So low side, we're doing 8 because I'm not gonna wait. That rhymes. We wait, we clean up. That is the next thing to do. Oh, this big old thing now has to get put up. This thing weighs so much. I think I could literally get a fat ass pump. Like, you know what I mean? It's also not locked, but like, This thing's heavy. All right, cookies are done. So, let's see. They look good to me. Gonna pull them out. Oh my gosh, I already see which one I'm gonna fucking destroy. Okay, come look at this. Looky here. Oh my gosh, I did not line those up great, but I'm looking at this one. Look at how fucking circular that thing is. Oh my gosh. Anyways, kind of debating if I want to add cinnamon sugar on top or if I want to add this. I mean, it's the same thing. This is just cinnamon and sugar mixed, or if I want to add the actual... I'm not listening to myself. I'm kind of just talking. I'm just going to add this shit on top. That looks good. No waste. No waste around here. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. That looks so good. Literally just slime me out. Maybe that's excessive. I was really eyeing this one, but this one looks a little bit better. I just fucking burned my finger. God damn it. Oh, it's still really soft. I should probably let it. Okay, that one's fucked up. I kind of fucked the other one up that I was looking at too. We're gonna go for this one then. Okay, that one's a little bigger. Look at that. All right, now we're gonna cut this thing open. Oh my gosh. You'll see how fucking nice that cut. Oh, it's still gooey inside. Oh my gosh, initial test, fucking amazing, okay. Final part of the video, we got the cookie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Oh wow. Honestly, this fucking gooey inside, oh my gosh. I'd say easily, I don't want to overrate it, but like, easily a 9 out of 10. That's where we're gonna leave it today. Bye bye.